Hi, good morning folks. In this video, we're going to take a look at the top 10 Sabres goalies of all time. Coming up. All right, I want to get some videos out this morning. My little girl needs to go for a walk and I'm functioning fine, so I want to get on this. All right, the shutout goes to Josef Jakubik, or is it Jakubik? I'm going to take a guess and say both J's. And Josef, let me know, or Joseph, let me know if I got that right or wrong. So I'm going to say it's Josef Jakubik, okay? Let me know if I got that. Sounds like a hockey name, doesn't it, guys? Josef Jakubik shoots and scores. Just saying. Sounds like it. All right. We will get on number 10. Now, here's the thing, guys. The top 10 goalies that Josef asked for, I made sure they had to play 100 games, okay, or they don't qualify for the list. It's as simple as that. I can't have somebody there played 30 games of good stats. You know, it just doesn't make sense. Not that guys that only get to play 30 games had good stats, or we keep them, and they'd be up here, right? So, all right, so number 10, played 117 games, had a 2.78 goals against average, a save percentage of .912 and 3 career shutouts. Take a guess. All right. If you would have told me he'd make this list before I started, I never would have believed it. But I'll explain why I'm happy he did. Is Linus Ullmark. Whoop. Look at this. Oh no, it's okay. Linus Ullmark comes in at number 10. And guys, you'll be happy to know that he just beat out Robin Lehner for number 10, okay? Robin Lehner and his numbers are very close, but Linus Ullmark has a winning record, and Lehner didn't. So Ullmark gets the cut. He makes number 10, which I was very happy about because I would have been honest and put Lehner. If Ullmark wasn't there, I would have had to put Lehner. Now, I don't want to put Lehner. Number 9, 215 games played, 3.41 goals against, a .888 save percentage, 5 career shutouts. And I ask who it is, you're going to know by those stats. Of course, we're talking back around the 80s, right? 80s and 90s. That's what you're going to think when you see this. 80s mostly, right? So, take your guess. I had to put him. Darren Pupa comes in at number 9. And, you know, if there's any memory I take of Darren Pupa, it just seemed like he really showed up sometimes when the games were big. That's one thing I will say about him. I know his stats look very average. So did all goalies back then, folks. All goalies, as you'll see as we climb up the list. But the thing with Pupa is, he was also equally frustrating because I always thought he's going to become this real awesome goalie, and he just never did. And it drove me nuts. He'd tease you with a great game and then come back with a subpar game. You know? Just my memory of him. Number 8, 246 games played, 3.21 goals against, an .877 save percentage, and 7 shutouts. Yeah, .877, and he makes the list. And he won a Vezina. Who do you think it is? He actually shared the Vezina. There's your last hint. I got Bob Sauvé at number 8. Because Sauvé and Edwards are brilliant in 1980. They were just brilliant. Their numbers were amazing. Bowman had the team going. You know, it was just such a great year. And a lot of this really is based on that year. But if you look historically, you know, 246 games. He played a lot of games also. And Sauvé comes in at number 8. Oh, number 7, I'll give you the stats. 116 games played, 282 goals against, 2.82, respectable, an .894 save percentage, and 5 career shutouts. And I'm willing to bet his win percentage was, I didn't put the winning percentage because it's just kind of not fair to do, really. Not really, you know. If you want, you can always check it out. But the win percentage on this guy was just astronomical. It was something that was definitely over 600. Coming in at number 7. Not much of a surprise is Jerry Desjardins, part of our big team in the 70s, and should be there, should be on the list. Number 6, 202 games played, a 3.23 goals against, but a respectable .901 save percentage, and a respectable 10 career shutouts. It's not bad. In comes number 6. Roger Crozier comes in at number 6. Some of you might have him higher. You know, these guys were kind of the benefactors of a great team in front of them too. Let's not forget that in the 70s. You know, that was a powerhouse. So it was a great hockey team in the 70s. And I don't want to overrate either. You know, I think the 5 I have in front of him are right, I think. So number 5, played 300 games even, a 2.53 goals against average, .909 career save percentage in Buffalo, 18 career shutouts. Any guesses? Here we go. I'm guessing some of you guessed it. Marty Biron comes in at number 5. Marty was supposed to be the guy. Turned out to be a good tandem, him and Miller. And I remember back in the day when they talking about breaking them two up, I thought it was really dumb, you know, like we should just hung on to both, but finances, right? Just, I think, you know, like Montreal in this day and age can manage to put 16 million in nets, or what is it? They got, 10 and a half, like 15 million. It's crazy. You know, Montreal's got that right now. Okay, here we are now. We're in the Elite Four, I guess, the Final Four. 307 games played, a 2.91 goals against average, an .896 save percentage, 14 career shutouts. Take your guess. And in at number 4, is Don Edwards. Yeah, Don Edwards. I fought not to put number 3. I did. And I'll explain why number 3, with the worst stats, got number 3 in a sec. But Don Edwards also was a tandem that won that Vezina with Bob Sylvie in 1980. And also, Don Edwards was a real integral part of the team right when he came in the 70s and on. You know, like he really was. You know, we had goaltending to go far in the playoffs with Don Edwards. We did. We just never got it done. All right, number 3, 266 games played. Hey, did I go over his stats? Okay, Don Edwards, 307 games, 2.91 goals against, .896, 14. Yes, I did. I remember the shutouts. Okay, sorry. Number 3, 266 games played, a 3.29 goals against, an .884 save percentage. I know it looks bad, but 13 shutouts, and has the most career penalty minutes of all our goalies, just for the record, so you know. I had to temper this guy. And also won Rookie of the Year in his rookie year, coming right into the NHL as a kid. Tom Barrasso comes in for me at number 3. And people say, why, if his stats are so much worse than Don Edwards? Because he didn't have a team in front of him like Don Edwards, folks. He just didn't. You know, he had that young Sabres team that was rebuilding in front of him. And it's different numbers. Different game, too, in the 80s. Let's face it, eh? More high scoring. We had this crazy thing called the Edmonton Oilers that were in the league and forced us into an offensive league. And a guy named Gretzky. So, now, the top 2. Most games played in our history as a goalie, 540 games, a 2.60 goals against average, a 916 save percentage, 28 shutouts. I think should go into the Hall of Fame. No doubt in my mind, he should be in the Hall of Fame, but we'll see, because the shutouts don't say it. There, even career, it's up in the air. I got Ryan Miller. I got Miller. The top two for me are a runaway. Okay, I want to really emphasize that these top two are heads. You know, there's a reason why they got like double the games everybody else does practically, you know. Well, not here, the 300s, but you know what I mean. They're way ahead in games played. Ryan Miller, I knew his rookie year, this was the guy. I knew it. I knew we found our goalie. You know, Sabres always find their goalie, so let's be patient. We will find our goalie, guys. We will. We always do. All right, number one, 491 games played, 2.22 goals against average, 926 save percentage, and 55 career shutouts. And if you haven't guessed this, I would suggest checking into a clinic, because he's not only number one on our list, he's number one all time in the NHL. You know, the Dominator gets number one, of course, without a doubt. I mean, it's a runaway number one, and it's a runaway number two. But, you know, as much as I think Miller's in front of all these guys, I think Hasek's in front of Miller that much. You know, like Hasek was just, for you guys that are young and didn't get to see him, it's sad, because you missed out on the greatest goalie we might ever see in this game, really. Stefan Beauregard, really, Chicago? God. I'll never get over that one. Anyway, that's it. I hope this is what you're looking for, Joseph. I mean, because it's what I came up with. I didn't want to put winning percentage. I debated too, and I said, nah, because it's kind of not fair to like guys like Barrasso, and, you know, there's a few of them that it doesn't tell the whole tale, you know. And Barrasso had a winning record. It's not that, but it's just, it'll look like, you know, it's, you know, and guys like Crozier was under 500, but Desjardins was like 30 games over. But I rated Crozier higher because he should be higher, you know? He really should be. Any veteran Sabres fan, I'm sure, would agree with that. And that's it, guys. I think we'll stop it there. Yeah. There's not much to say about Hasek. I mean, his career said it all, you know? This guy destroyed the league. And it just tells me how fans, like in New Jersey and even Montreal, have lost it when they think that Patrick Roy or Marty Brodeur was better than Dominic Hasek. It's just stupid. Then why did he win all the Vezinas? Why did he win the league MVPs? Come on. It wasn't even close. This was the most dominant goaltender I've seen in my entire life, ever. And anybody that argues the original six teams, what would a Hasek done in a 6-team league? He would just eat up the same 5 teams over and over. No, Hasek was the greatest ever. He really was. And I don't think we will, if we are ever lucky enough to see another goalie like this, folks, in my lifetime, I hope to God I get to see it. Really. I don't care if he's not in Buffalo. I would love to see another goalie like that come into the league. Okay, I want to get some videos going this morning. See you in the next one.